we're going to talk about straight. It's One Word Wednesday.
It's One Word Wednesday. Get your straight on. Hello and welcome back to the Croak and Crow podcast with a P. I am Spencer Cartier.
I am Phyllis Lambert.
Phyllis Lambert. Is that from The Office?
No.
Which Phyllis am I thinking of?
You're thinking of Phyllis, but I can't remember. She became Phyllis Vance.
But Vance Refrigeration.
Hi, guys. Does everyone know my boyfriend, Bob Vance?
Kevin Malone. Bob Vance. Vance Refrigeration.
I can't remember her maiden name.
All right. Well, Phyllis Lambert it is. And this here is Frankie Boy wearing his, what does it say?
Phantom Fireworks?
Oh, Phantom Fireworks. That's convenient because he just came off, just like we just came off, just like you just came off of a great 4th of July weekend.
Yes.
It is Wednesday.
Right.
Our first podcast of the week. And this time around, we needed it. We needed those extra days.
Yeah.
Recovering from all of the festivities, the fireworks.
This year, I saw a lot of posts on social media of people being bothered by the fireworks.
Do you know what's funny? My first talking point of the show is going to be to talk about fireworks.
Really?
And are they outdated, or should we still be doing them?
Oh, I know.
But I went to the fireworks. Obviously, it's 4th of July, and 2 minutes in, you're ready for them to be over. You're looking for the finale. It's like it's one of those things that you want to like.
Right.
But
the worst is when you don't know. Was that it?
Yeah, and it's like I'm just sitting there waiting for the finale. But yeah, this year I've noticed a lot more backlash.
Yes.
And I wonder, do you think part of that was people all getting a year off of fireworks? Maybe. And then when you get away from something and then you come back to it and you're like, wait, why are we doing this again?
Yeah, you need that. You need the fresh eyes.
You need the cycle to be broken.
Yeah.
To be like, wait, hold on, why am I doing this every year? And I felt it. People were talking to me a little bit of like the wokeness of the animals and the stuff.
Nature, it's bad for nature.
Bad for nature. Bad for your pets at home.
And some people,
vets, or just anyone who has auditory sensitivity.
Absolutely. I know normally it's like, oh, cancel culture. Now we're not going to do fireworks. You can't blow out the candles on your birthday cake, which you couldn't during COVID. Uh-huh. But yeah, I'm kind of siding. I never thought about it I don't know. Like I remember seeing dogs at fireworks display. Yeah. People bring their dogs.
Some dogs don't care.
Some dogs don't care. A lot of dogs do, but I never really thought of the wildlife. But when I was reading about it this year, it's super disturbing to wildlife.
You get mother animals who run away from their kids and never return out of fear. But here's my thing. Before I sound like a little woke boy, Spency the woke boy, I want to say on what day was 4th of July? Sunday?
Yeah.
On Saturday, I was still seeing all this stuff. And I said, kick rocks. You cancel culture. Mm-hmm. How dare you try to take fireworks from us?
Right.
Who do you think America was born on fireworks? In a way.
Are you finishing there?
No.
Oh, I was going to say, I don't know what's happening.
And then it was only when I went and realized I could care less about fireworks, that the pros and cons.
Right.
Because of course there are cons.
Right.
It's a fact that there's cons to fireworks. And my question is, maybe I'm grown now. I don't have that childlike wonder about fireworks. But I was really like, if they canceled this, switched it with a laser light show. Or something.
Yeah, technology.
Yeah, where they
used to have to
like,
make
draw pictures in the sky.
I've seen that before in Philadelphia.
Yeah, and you play music instead of just bang, bang, bang.
The bang, yeah.
I wouldn't mind. So hey, if you like fireworks, great. They're probably not going to go away anytime soon.
It's legal now, right? Where we live, it used to not be legal, but I think it's now legal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, the problem is, like, I was in my home, in the house that
you grew up in.
No. That you pay for your, peace in your house.
Yeah.
And I was being disturbed by, I know I hate saying that. I sound like such a fuddy-duddy, but the neighbors had really, really explosive, loud, concussive sounds happening.
They're fun when you shoot them off. You can't lie. There's a barbaric charm to
it's
shooting off fire
it's called
explosions.
Aggressive nationalism.
Yeah. I could see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you tell someone stop shooting fireworks and they shoot them louder and bigger and they're like, this is America.
Shoot them at you.
Yeah, so I don't know, guys. You know what? I don't know if I'm going to go to another fireworks show. You heard it here first.
Wonder if they could do a silent, or you need that loud explosion. I feel like technology. But like you said, laser lights, yeah.
To me, the perfect alternative is to be blasting music. I went to a parade the next day, like a 4th of July parade. And that was great. That was great. You know, it's like there's loud music.
Yeah.
You get that camaraderie. A lot of times the only reason I'm going to the fireworks is to go with people and see people. It's fun.
You wait for nightfall when you're at your barbecue. Mm-hmm.
And so then, hear me now, there's music like Summer of '69, like things like that.
American rock and roll.
And then you get those lasers that they shoot, but they can like draw and stuff. You can go crazy with it. You're making American flags in the sky. Yeah. Making all these things. Hey, the world is your oyster. The possibilities are endless. Yeah. But as far as the I was talking to someone, and I've said this if you watched the Engines podcast. What a weird podcast. Engines. We were talking about the transition from combustion engines to electrical. And through my daily life, I'm like, when you talk to your grandparents and they talk to you about ice boxes and typewriters, you're like, well, you're so old. You did what? You did that? Yeah. The street light man would have to come around and light the lights. Right. And I'm always thinking, we don't really live in the future. It's always progressing. So there's going to be a million things that it'll be hard for them to believe. 2 generations before, and obviously I said combustion engines are going to be so barbaric. Right. And I wonder, will it be? Back on the 4th of July, we used to go and shoot off explosions in the sky. And people's fingers. Yeah. And yeah, of course, because then hindsight's 2020, they're going to be like, well, why'd you do that? That was so dangerous. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, oh, wow, people could do anything back then. Right. I think it might happen. Because it's also hard, like, if you choose not to get in your car and drive to the fireworks display somewhere, you think you're safe, but you're not. So, like, I live in a quiet neighborhood, and it was really, really loud, so. Yeah. I don't think we should ban fireworks just yet, but I think definitely the big productions. Like, because one of the things, really, I mean, actually, you can compare it to, like, the engines, like, where people are like, but I love driving cars and feeling the shifting of gears. And it's like, okay, well, the places we can start is public transportation. Mm-hmm. Things like this can all go electric first, and then slowly transition out. I think same thing with people. I get it; it's exciting to light a fuse and see an explosion, but when these schools and companies and towns are paying tens of thousands of dollars a year or two, and don't quote me because I change my mind all the time, and maybe I just wasn't in a fireworks mood this year. And next year I will be. Yeah, that's true. Then people will say, you're the one that said, because that happens to me a lot. You're the one that said you didn't like it. And I'm like, oh, I did. Yeah. maybe I am being a little bit of a hypocrite, which I do. And you know, like when someone makes $1 million and then says, money doesn't buy happiness. Yeah. It's like, yeah, but you've already got to see that side. Right, it's like, and did I just get my dose of fireworks? Right. And so now I'm like, I can do without them. It's like, yeah, you just saw them 2 days ago. Right. And then in a year, I'm like, oh man, it's been a whole year since. Maybe people I'm do them for New Year's Eve too. I'm burn out, no pun intended, like a firework. What? People do them for New Year's Eve too. Yeah, Mazel Tov. Yeah. So that's enough of the bad. I mean, we were focusing on how bad fireworks are, but it was a great weekend. And it was the past. You know, we have to look at the present. Yeah, it was a great weekend. Can't always look at the past. Celebrating American independence. It's over. Had a nice little federal holiday on Monday. Check out the Federal Holidays podcast. And hope you enjoyed it, whether you're from America or not. I hear some Canadians celebrate 4th of July. Not for America, just for the party. Why not? Canadian Independence Day. The Canadian company is Seagram's. It's no longer Canadian, but it was Coca-Cola bought it. Is that right? Yeah. Seagram's was very, very. They were very popular and profitable as the Canadian. It's not like they sold it like they sold out. Yeah. They sold it. They were Canadian, but I do hear. I read that the Seagram's family
did feel very sad that it was sold. And Seagram's now, Coca-Cola, I guess, they have made a holiday for today, and it's called National Dive Bar Day. And it's 7 and 7. The drink 7 and 7?
Yeah.
Seagram's and 7-Up.
Yep.
So.
Wait. Seagram's is an alcohol company?
Yeah.
I thought it was a ginger ale company.
No, they do have ginger ale, but Seagram's, what is Seagram's? Whiskey?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I was thinking of the Seagram's ginger ale that Coca-Cola is now the owner of.
Oh.
I have no idea if they're the same, if it's a different venue.
I think it's the same. I think they just also made that.
Okay.
But the drink, when you go and you order a 7 to 7, I don't even know if people order them anymore. Maybe they do. That's why they made this holiday. Because today is July 7th, so it's 7/7. So they're like, oh, don't forget, order a 7 and 7.
Gotcha.
And they also coined National Dive Bar Day.
National Dive Bar Day. Go check out your local dive bar.
What's a dive bar?
A dive bar is a crappy bar, but that's not doing it justice enough. It's like you'd really only go if you were a local, but there's a certain local charm to them usually.
Right.
Like people will swear by their dive bar. And so it's not like, yeah, why do you go? Actually, some people would say, why do you go there?
I'll tell you the definition that's on the internet.
Oh.
No, it's fine. No. You'll say the essence,
Okay.
A dive bar is typically a small, unglamorous, eclectic, old-style bar with inexpensive drinks and may feature dim lighting, shabby or dated decor, neon beer signs, packaged beer sales, cash-only service, and local clientele.
Yes. Basically what I said.
Yeah.
But yeah, people swear by their dive bar. They'll say, what was that show? Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. With
oh yeah, you're right.
You're
right. So I guess a dive. So it wouldn't just have to be a dive bar. You could have like a burger joint or something like that. Yeah, Seagram's 7 is the alcohol. I don't know. Maybe it has like 7 herbs and spices in it. I don't know. Like
oh, I could go for some Popeyes. Like
Trinidad has Angostura bitters, which is a collection of. It's a drink mixer, but it has 7 different ingredients. Why am I saying 7? It has a bunch of different ingredients in it. But you said you didn't know Seagram's was an alcoholic company. In the 1990s, it was the largest owner of alcoholic beverage lines in the world.
Was this just Seagram's Day? Oh, it is Seagram's
7
Day.
to 7. Yeah. So I just had this. I had to say that.
I had to say.
That's what's happening with 7 or just Lucky 7's Lucky Day.
Yeah. So get out, go to a dive bar, order a 7 and 7. Doesn't really seem like a dive bar drink.
No, it doesn't.
Mm-mm. So they should say go to a classy joint.
Well, it might be. Maybe Seagram's is cheap. I don't know.
I don't know either.
And like 7-Up is like kind of a weird drink.
Yeah.
Who sells 7-Up?
Yeah. Huh. Like it seems like something you'd make at home.
7 and 7? There is a commercial where they were trying to push. It's a commercial. I see it on Hulu, and it's the guy, he goes to a barbecue and he wants to get a beer, but all the beers, how they're all like IPAs, and he's all confused, and then his friend says, you probably want, and now I can't think of it, but it's something like that, like a 7 and it's like a hard alcohol with like a mixer, but it's like trying to bring it, because it's kind of like an old man drink. I think they're trying to bring it to the young people. Yeah,
well, I know they have a lot of those little it's like a can, and they're like, this isn't a seltzer or anything. This is a mixed drink in a can.
Right, it might be that. Yeah. It might be that. But anyway, sorry for triggered anybody about alcohol.
About fireworks and alcohol. You have an alcoholic person who
we
has
need
PTSD
the ATF here.
Freaking out right now.
What did we miss? Tobacco. Alcohol, tobacco, and firearms.
All right, so it's one word Wednesday, guys. And the word today is tobacco. So we're going to talk about big tobacco companies. We're going to talk about... No, we're not.
No. We're going to talk about the opposite. And we're going to talk...
Oxygen.
We're going to give you some straight talk.
Straight talk. Straight from us to you.
Straight.
Straight?
The word straight.
Like being straight?
Straight, as we say.
Like heterosexual?
Straight. It's inappropriate to say that anymore.
What?
I dug the hole and I put like the grass over it. Here comes Spencer.
I can't talk. I just canceled fireworks. So who am I to say what can be said and what can't be said?
Actually, they're saying don't say straight when you mean heterosexual.
Wait, so you can say heterosexual?
Oh, did you say heterosexual? I thought you said straight.
I said straight. Oh, so you mean heterosexual?
You can't say straight.
straight as an arrow.
You can say whatever you want.
You can say whatever you want.
And you have a heart of gold, and don't worry about it. But there is a little chatter saying, why is a heterosexual?
Sounds like a dinosaur.
Why is a heterosexual straight? What am I? Oh, I'm crooked. I'm twisted.
Yeah, you're off the straight and narrow.
I'm a pretzel.
Yeah, you're a pretzel.
So
you're off the path.
That is one definition of straight.
Yeah.
Now we're saying STRAIGHT.
Now you want to say STRAIT?
Yeah, we're not going to say that, which is geographic.
Yeah.
Straits of Gibraltar.
Yeah, straight. The something straight, probably.
We're not going to do that.
We're not going to do that.
We're going to talk about straight. It's One Word Wednesday.
It's One Word Wednesday. Get your straight on.
And do you know what a straight edge is?
A straight edge is a ruler.
It is.
I don't think so. I think it's like saying a polygon is a square, but a square is not a polygon. Wait, other way around. Where a ruler can be used as a straight edge.
Oh, really?
I don't think a ruler has to be a straight edge.
I never heard that. I mean, when my children were in school, I was like, oh, okay. But I always just called it a ruler. But I guess, yeah, rulers are for measuring, and straight edges don't have to have the measurements.
Straight edges are for straight lines.
But that's not the straight edge I'm talking about.
Oh, straight edge. Claiming the edge.
Yes.
You can get, like, I think it's 2 X tattoos.
Yes.
Or an X tattoo.
You can get, I think it's triple X or X. Subculture.
I don't think triple X. I think that's like inappropriate movies.
I don't know. Subculture of hardcore punk whose adherents refrain from alcohol, tobacco, and other recreational drugs. And that's it. It emerged in the early 1980s. So
we're in Seattle?
I don't know. Straight
Probably
edge.
Seattle. Yeah, straight edge. There is a lot of pride.
So they're like tough. But
yeah, no. When
break a stereotype.
The straight edge movement, it's not just any, like, I mean, it is like anyone who doesn't drink or smoke or do drugs is straight edge, but people that are like, they say I claim the edge. And so it started in these punk circles. That's why I'm saying Seattle, back in these like grungy punk days of this wild lifestyle.
Yeah.
But they didn't want to do anything that harmed their body. Like they wanted to take care of themselves and not do any of this stuff, but they still wanted to be these tough guys, and so they made it cool almost.
Right. Yeah, they did.
In there, so it's like, it was cool. Oh, you'd see someone with a cool tattoo. It's like, oh, does that mean I claim the edge, brother? Like that. That's how cool people talk.
When we were talking about alcohol, I forgot to say a drink. If you say straight up or straight, that would be with no mixer.
Yeah.
With no mixer. How about?
And you know what? I think that shouldn't be allowed to be called that anymore. I don't think it's fair to the people who want a mixer.
Yeah.
Why? What am I? If I'm ordering a drink with a mixer, am I not on the straight path?
No. And I believe if you get it without ice, it's neat.
Neat. N-E-A-T.
So what am I, messy? I get extra ice at Starbucks.
Extra ice?
I get extra
all
ice.
that means is less liquid.
That's fine.
You got money.
I don't know how to play poker. These are all adult things.
Yeah, this is the Adult Wednesday. Kids, turn the TV off.
But a straight
gambling
is a sequence of 5 cards.
Yeah.
And there's straight bets. There's a straight face. Keep a straight face. You need a straight face when you're playing poker.
Yeah. Poker's all about being straight.
The straight man is when you have a comedy team. You need the one. Usually, I don't know if there's any modern ones, but like in the old days, you'd have like Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis, and Dean Martin played the straight man because you need the one to like feed the lines, the other guy to to be the funny guy.
Yeah, yeah.
And straight. But you're correct. You said the straight and narrow. You said straight on the straight path. And that brings us to what we do, which is...
We talk about religion.
We find the word, but then we find...
Where is in the Bible.
The connection.
The day we get sponsored by Bible Gateway, man, I'm going to jump in joy.
I know. We should.
I'm going to go straight to the bank.
There's lots of references to the straight path.
Yeah.
In the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just thought we would say about it. What are we doing?
What are we doing?
What are we doing? Why is the straight path a good path? And what is it telling us?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
What is this? Straight path. Because, we think of how many times do we got to say we think of life as like a mountain.
Right.
And the top of the mountain's heaven. And the person who's guiding us up the mountain is God.
Right.
Now, there's not one path. When you're going up the mountain, you can go and detour and walk around, do like a bunch of loops around the mountain. It won't mean that you're not going to get to the top.
Right.
And don't think that. But what you're always asking for when you're in prayer or just hoping is that put me on a straight path. Right. Put me on a path to the top. Like,
that's a lot of the prayer.
I know I'm going to detour.
Right.
Everyone does. It's like saying I know I'm not perfect.
Right.
But the constant thing is I want to like be going on a straight path.
Right.
If I'm off the straight path, put me back on the straight path. And so now that I'm hearing it, maybe we should stop saying straight for talking about sexuality preferences. Really? Yeah. Because, like when someone asks you for something, you're like, no, I'm straight. It's like, I'm good.
What are the unspoken words you're saying with that statement? Right.
Yeah. I can say, I'm down to get rid of it.
Yeah. And I feel that praying for God to keep you on the straight path or to show you the straightest path, some people might find, because like that, like saying straight for being heterosexual, that is just traditional definition, you know? So same thing, we kind of have a traditional definition of straight, meaning not exciting, boring, square, vanilla. But as somebody with anxiety, I would like a straight path because that's the most comforting path. You can see where you're going. I walk in the park and there's this one part that really snakes like this. When you're on those loops, you only see the next loop. Yeah. Obviously I'm in a very small park and I know the loops are going to end soon. But in life, if I'm praying to God, please show me the straightest path, because I just feel like it would be the least anxiety provoking path. Yeah, no, definitely. It's that's what you're asking for. It's a straight, calm path without obstacles or anything. Right. And it's like, obviously, like you said, those things will come, but you can always hope that you will have an easy path ahead of you. Right. And all the rough parts are behind you. Right. So, and then in the newest Testament, that's what I was about to say. In the New Testament, so in all over the Bible, it was people praying, and we're praying, and there's Psalms and Proverbs and praying for ourselves. Yeah. But in the New Testament, all of the not apostles, what are they, right? What are they called? Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John? They are apostles. Disciples. But the ones that we always talk about them, like they wrote in the New Testament. But whatever. They all wrote the same thing, saying make the path straight for Jesus. Make straight the path for him. Make straight the way for the Lord. What does that mean? Well, it was repeated a bunch of times, so I'm guessing it's important. The voice of one calling in the wilderness, prepare the way for the Lord, make straight paths for him. Every shall be valley, every mountain. I'm wondering if it's what we're doing, like spread the word of the Lord, let people know he's coming, let them open their hearts to him. It was sort of Palm Sunday, as opposed to, the people made the path for the Jesus on the donkey come through here, and they had they were praising him, and don't put, a lot of people did put obstacles in Jesus's way, to make things difficult, but like we all acknowledge, like, let's make straight the path. Like, no, definitely. I think it's symbolic, obviously. And I think what it is saying is, like we said, no matter what you are, what faith or lack thereof, you are all you're God's children. Right. And doesn't matter when you're born. We believe is you were born as God's child, and therefore you always are. And so, when it says make paths straight for Jesus, I think what is it saying is, don't make it harder on yourself, to let him into your heart, and it's like, help him help you. I guess is the way I like. And if you are putting walls up, and you know that you are doing things that you don't even want to be doing, or all that, and it's like you're still on the mountain, but it's like you're skipping horizontally on the mountain. It's like, help Jesus help you. Open your heart, be loving to other people, do all these things, and you're making it all easy, making it easy. Right. And we even talk about Eastern thoughts and religions and practices here. And
I thought it was Western.
We're Western.
No, are we? What's Western medicine?
The stuff you get at the hospital.
Where is the starting point? Like, what's East and what's West?
I don't know.
Like, if we're East,
it has to be.
Wait,
East
if we're
and
West
of something. Asia is East.
So is like Hawaii the center?
I don't know.
Everything west of Hawaii is Western. Wait, we're Western?
We're Western.
Never. Oh no. So maybe it's the other side. Europe is the center. That would make sense if like England started saying it. We're Western, and then
True.
Asia
it's
is
east
Eastern.
of us, right? Yeah, the Eastern Tea Company or whatever they had.
East India Trading Company.
East, that's it. But their practice of the chakras,
yeah,
and postures and meditation and the flow, lots of holistic healing and centering is when you have a straight flow.
Yeah.
So
I didn't believe in all that hoopla, but I just watched a Wim Hof documentary.
Did you?
And
I haven't seen it. Where'd you see it?
It's not a Wim Hof documentary. It's like a channel I watch on YouTube.
Oh.
Yes Theory.
Okay.
And I like them a lot. It's like everything I want to do. Like most YouTube channels I watch, whether it be bodybuilders or something, it's like I watch it for entertainment, but it doesn't really like, oh wow, this is awesome. But Yes Theory, it's a YouTube channel where it started on the premise of being open to say yes to things, like whether it be anxiety stricken or whatever. But so now they go out and they'll go to a city that's never been traveled to before and throw a party, or they'll spend a week with the Iceman, and just it's all about travel, about meeting new people. Like they'll just meet random. It's good. Check it out. But that one. So they spent a week with Wim Hof, and I guess I don't like Eastern. Western is just
I want to see
I guess I don't like all this breathing and chakras and stuff.
That's Eastern.
Whatever. I don't care where it is from. I'm just saying. Let me explain it.
Go ahead.
Is because I feel like a lot of it is just hoopla. Like, oh, I'm in a yoga class and I have all my chakras aligned. Look at my rock collection. But with him, he doesn't even talk about any of that. Like, he doesn't talk about aligning your chakras.
Okay.
Like, he just does. Like, he doesn't talk about it. He bees about it.
Oh.
And so
straight talk.
Straight talk. Coming straight to you. And so like when scientists are baffled that like he's able to control his breathing and then go into ice water for however long, and all these little things that he does, where what it shows me is what he is doing is what they were doing 500 years ago with these ancient techniques.
Okay.
That even though it might be oversaturated in some markets where it's like you're not doing anything, like seeing
placebo maybe.
What's that?
Placebo's
I know what a placebo is. I'm saying.
I'm thinking like maybe a different approach would be like if you hum 45 times and then you'll be able to get in the water, and he's like, you could also get straight in the water. Straight in the water.
Yeah, but no, I'm just saying.
No, what are you saying?
No, I'm saying like he is doing but to him it's just like, oh, you control your breath, control your mind.
Okay.
Like, you're the power. You're in charge of your own body. All these little things. He'll never say, you align your chakras.
So you just like the way he's saying it? He's saying the same information?
He is saying the same. No, he's doing the same techniques, but he's not spreading any information or misinformation of the fact that he knows exactly.
Okay.
Like, he just believes in the power of the mind and all
he's
that.
Like, I'm a human. This is working for me.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it makes me believe the stuff that people are saying.
Okay.
But I still don't want to listen to them. I like seeing, oh wow, like he has control over his body. He can regulate his temperature.
Right.
All that. He's in control. Mind, body, spiritual connection.
Right.
Without having to sell a book on the power of the heart chakra.
No, it's true. It's true. I just saw, real quickly, something, and it was saying how, again, read this book and you can, you'll live, you'll antioxidants, and you'll this and this and this and this. And that's been going on for so long. Yeah. And there has to be, you might read this book and none of those things will happen for you. And people are afraid to trust in themselves, but.
Yeah. But trust in yourself.
Yeah.
And you'll be put onto a straight path.
Yeah.
But guys, that is One Word Wednesday. Hope we got straight to the point. That was straight. Let us know what you think.
Yeah.
If I don't know.
Straight up, now tell me.
Straight up, now tell me. Yeah. So we'll be back tomorrow for Walkthrough Thursday. That'll be a good one. Until then, go sign a petition against fireworks.
That we started.
Yeah, go to kurtcrow.com.
No, just comment.
Just comment. Yeah, actually, I'm curious. Comment and say whether you are pro firework or anti firework.
Yes, it's easy.
It's easy. It's easy as 1, 2, 3.
All right.
See ya.
Bye.